So this is the Galaxy S8, perhaps one of the most anticipated phones this year, and here it is. Hey, what is up guys, TechSnackles here, and I'm really excited today to talk to you about the Galaxy S8. It finally arrived yesterday, so I've had some time to play with it. And in case you didn't know, I tend to switch between Android and iOS now and then. I've been using the iPhone 6 Plus for the past 2 years, ever since it came out. So it's definitely time to upgrade, and I was kind of disappointed with the iPhone 7. So I've chosen to go back to Android, more specifically the S8. And my first impressions are, damn, this phone is really sleek. It's smaller than my iPhone even though it boasts a larger display, so it was a bit odd how small it felt at first. And because of its seamless design with round edges, it feels very slim in the hand and really precious. In fact, I'm scared of dropping it since it's a bit slippery and almost completely made out of glass. But I'm really impressed with the build quality, especially since the last Galaxy I owned was the S5. Samsung has really come a long way, and this is, in my opinion, the best looking smartphone out right now. In terms of practicality, I know there have been a lot of complaints about the fingerprint sensor being right next to the camera on the back. Surprisingly though, at least for me, this hasn't been an issue. Maybe that's because I've got big hands or long fingers, but I can easily place my finger on it without confusing it with the camera, simply because I can't really reach the camera without uncomfortably stretching my finger. It does slightly touch the glass around the camera, but not the center, so far no problem, but we'll see how it goes over time. Also, the face unlock is super quick on this phone, so I think I'll be using that more than the fingerprint sensor on the back. I know there have been a few reports that you can actually use a photo to fool it, but if someone stole this device or found it, I don't think they'll have a good enough photo of me to actually use to unlock the phone. So it's super quick. I mean, I put it straight in my face, it's already unlocked. So I personally like it, so I think I'll be using that more than fingerprint sensor on the back. Now, if you're wondering where that home button has gone, it is now integrated onto the display, so you basically give it a hard press and it gives you this vibration that tries to fool you, but it kind of feels like the whole bottom of the phone is pressing down when you do it. I personally like it, but it might take you some getting used to. Ergonomically, this phone sits really nicely in my hand. It was kind of weird at first because it was so slim, but since yesterday I've gotten used to it, and my only complaints is that this thing is a big fingerprint magnet since it's all glass and it's all gloss, and also that it is quite slippery. Besides the design, Bixby is the new big thing here, but I really haven't used it at all yet, so I'm gonna save that one for the review. But everything else here is pretty much what you've seen or what you've come to expect. The display is awesome, as you'd expect from Samsung. On it we've got Android Nougat with Samsung's UI skin, which is surprisingly pretty good looking. There's this futuristic tone to the icons, which I personally like, and since it's Android, there's a ton of customization here and a really useful one-handed mode that you'll most likely need since it has this tall, bizarre 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio. Performance seems buttery smooth, but I'll have to test it out a bit more before I can give you guys a finalized opinion. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for that full review. Now, something that comes in the box are these headphones, which you probably think are AKG since that's what Samsung said during their keynote and since they've got AKG branding, right? Nope, these are actually tuned by AKG, whatever that means. Samsung says they're worth $99, so I was excited to give them a listen, and on first impression I would say that these sound good, but not $99 material. My headphones of choice are the Shure SE215s, which technically would be around the same price as Samsung claims these to be, but the Shure sound better. Now, I'll have to spend more time with these, so I'll revisit them in the review or even separate video, but for now, I'd say since you get these included in the box, they're not bad at all. Also, I just want to quickly point out, in case you're wondering, there are no stereo speakers on the Galaxy S8, unfortunately. This is something that I got wrong in the 90 seconds video I did about this device. And that's really all I have to say for now. I will be doing a full review soon whenever I feel comfortable enough to give you guys a final opinion. So again, if you haven't, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. But if you guys have any requests on any kind of video that you want me to do on the S8, be sure to leave it down in the comment section below and I'll try to do a video on whatever you guys want. But anyway guys, that has been it for this one. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.